Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. Today we are here to resume working in Arlene's book, so let's go ahead and get started. So, as you all remember, we were working on putting Arlene's ephemera back into a book format because the book that she had previously I acquired and all of the paper was disintegrating away. So basically what we are in the process of doing is just giving all of her stuff a new home on fresh pages so that, you know, everything can be all together back in one book reunited. However, the second video that I had filmed for this project accidentally got deleted when I was in the editing process. That was kind of disheartening because that was at least, I want to say, about 55 minutes worth of footage that I had edited, and it's gone. So I posted the video that I posted last about the song Gypsy. I posted that book instead of the next part of this video because I didn't have any more footage. So today I will quickly go over what I kind of explained and what I did in that last video, and then we will pick up from there here today in this video. So in the last video, what I was explaining to you all was I was telling you all that I had gotten stumped, and I had to actually step away from the project for a few days. And so since I stepped away from the project, it gave me a little bit of time to think about what it was that was stumping me. Like, what was the cause? Why was I not able to work on this book? And so ultimately I figured out that it was because I had started making pockets on different pages here and there in the book. And what was really tripping me up was I didn't know exactly how much ephemera I had, but I was making pockets all willy-nilly. And this is where I was saying in that video that it gets a little bit tricky because every book has its own format and its own process, and every person is going to have their own way of going about making each and every book that they make. And so that's why sometimes people are like, oh, how do you do this? Or even if you do watch somebody make a journal, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the flow that feels right to you for what you're working on. So I had gone through and I made all these pockets, and then I was like, why don't I know what to do next? Why do I feel so stumped? So I took a couple of days off, and I ultimately figured that it was because I didn't want, well, this book is really meant to feature and focus on Arlene's ephemera. It tells a story of its own. I don't foresee that I will be adding too much of my own, like, artistic elements into this book because I want it to just stay focused and centered just around her stuff, just to have a nice home once again. So I didn't want to make too many pockets because then I'd feel obligated that I might have to find something to put in them, or I didn't want to make too few pockets or pockets that are in the wrong size or the wrong shape based on the ephemera that is going to go into each signature. So what I did was, if you remember, I divided out all of the different types of ephemera. She had handmade items, photographs, letters, invitations. So I divided those all up into piles. So what I ended up doing on the day of the lost footage is I went through and I divvied up all of those piles equally into 3 piles so that each signature is going to have its own pile of ephemera. And then from there, what I did was I started taking some of the bigger pieces, and then I started putting them into some of these pockets that I had created. And so, you know, some of the bigger pieces are, you know, already kind of like settled in here. Now I do still have tons of space, and so what I did with all of the ephemera that I hadn't found a place for yet is just tucked it into the center of the signature like I always do until I'm ready to resume working on the project. So that's really the quick update on that. And so today, what I would like to do is continue adding the ephemera to the books, or the signatures, I'm sorry. And I was thinking, and I know in the beginning I said that I probably didn't want to glue down all of her ephemera, and all of it won't be glued down. However, the way that she actually had it in the book herself was she did have stuff glued down and you know, and taped. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just go ahead and start gluing some of those bits and pieces back into the book. And because that's kind of like the fashion, you know, how she had it fashioned originally. So I think I am going to stick with that. And, you know, and however many years if this book falls apart too, well, I hope it's in the hands of somebody who can take out everything that I've done and make her a new one, just to keep it going and keep it alive. But so I'm going to start finding some of these pieces of ephemera and see where I would like to add them. Now these papers here, they're already on their full original page. This is probably something that I would rather, I can fold these a little bit. I don't really want to fold like where the image is, but we'll come back to this one. Sometimes I don't know exactly what I'm doing right off the bat, and that's okay. So this looks like it was a napkin that she hung on to from a wedding. So we can find a nice place to put this. Could put it here, just kind of layer it over, sort of like this, so then it's kind of like staggered here and there. So I think for this, I'll take my glue stick, and I think I might do this video in real time. We'll see how long it ends up being. If it's too long, or if I have to stop and keep thinking about things too much, then I will edit it down for you guys. But I thought that since we didn't get that last video, I could do as much of this in real time as I possibly could. Then we could kind of hang out and go through this and see what we can get done. All right, so again, like, and you guys know how the old scrapbooks looked back in the days, like everything was just kind of like spaced out and glued into the book. So let's see, this here is something that she had glued in, but there's all this cool writing on the back. It looks like she or someone was tallying up some information about some totals of different things, but let's see. This was for Mardi Gras, April 19th, 1952. So it's a dance. Wish you best of luck on your dance. This here says Spanish dance, so I think I will just glue this. Now I do have to be very aware of, actually I need to glue this so it stays down. I need to be very aware of how much weight I'm putting on these pages, and this is kind of a heavy piece, so I really want it to go here. And this page is reinforced. I think it can survive if I could even just clip it on here maybe. Then it doesn't have to be permanently on there. No, I'm just gonna glue it. That's how she had it, that's how we're gonna do it. And I'm leaving like those little scraps of the old scrapbook that she had it glued into. I think that's kind of a cool little, you know, something cool to carry over. Ah! All right. The Debonaires and Esquires. See how that little old scrapbook paper is sticking out there on the edge? Okay. Perfecto. So I hope everyone has been doing well. Starting the new year off properly. As proper as can be. Let's see. I might grab my washi too, because because there are some things that I might only want to just tape in here instead of gluing it. Like for example, I could tape this right here. Let me grab my, or actually, you know what I'll do? Because sorry you guys, this is my brain on decisions. I'm going to just use the glue stick. That way it's glued, but maybe, or maybe not permanently. Kind of like that little element of surprise. Will it stay glued or will it not? It makes it a little bit more authentic, you know, to me. Whereas on this one, I definitely glued it with the aliens because it's heavy and I want to make sure that stays in place. Okay, so see, I like that. And if I want, I can put some washi in places where it's not going to really interfere. Let's keep going. So I did put a couple things here. Now I can So this was glued. You can see she glued the edges. So I can do that also. Just glue the edges down like she did. Okay. And I'm gonna pop it right in the center. And just got a picture here. So I love this picture so much. Let me see exactly what this is really quick. Oh, this is the graduation announcement. North Hollywood Junior High School, 1952. So this was a graduation. So let's see if there's any pictures that I put aside in this signature for graduation. Not particularly, I don't think. Well, this one could be. This one looks like maybe a junior high school-ish. Or actually, here even. She's dressed up to go. And that looks like a high school or junior high school. So let's put that right here. I wonder. Well, here we go. I wonder what kind of glue they used back in those days. Okay, perfect. In my mind, I'm imagining those glue. They were kind of like glue sticks, but they had like the rubber slanted nozzles, you know, where the glue would come out from. I feel like that's what I imagined that they were using. I love that glue. We used to use that in school too. Okay, perfect. Now I could add some of her, let's see. Friends here, maybe. Not sure. Let's just keep going for now. So I have a pocket here. And I could put these in there. Just fold them a little. Because like I said, I don't really want to fold down the image. Yeah. So I need to fold this down a little bit. There we go. That works. Okay. do have, since this piece is kind of like taped, she taped it all up. But there's like 2 and 2 and it folds. I think I might actually make this the center here. I think I like that. So I think it's kind of fun trying to stick to how she had glued everything. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I love the look of this old tape on here as well. Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so onward. These big ones here, tricky, because they are just, they're probably 8 by 10 and my pages are almost that. I think I'm gonna have to cut this down a bit. So yeah, I didn't get to finish saying, how is everyone doing? How's the weather where you guys are? For us here in California, yesterday, I can tell you it was windy as all heck. I'm talking about like the Wicked Witch and the Wizard of Oz tornado kind of like, I mean, it was like wild. Stuff, ooh, almost dropped my drink. Stuff was blowing everywhere. No, you know what? I don't want this here. I would rather have it here, tucked in. And then, let's see. It's my favorite picture. My favorite. Let's see. Tuck this in here. Sure, why not? How about we get these gals right here? Fill in that blank space. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we have a few more things. This here, oh look, there's more images that he drew. I'm thinking that these were drawn by a fellow for her. Gonna see if I can fold these down also a little bit. And see if I can find somewhere to put these. I think this one is going to just be like a paper clipped on, maybe. Will that work? Let's see. Let's get, we could put this here, maybe. And I'm just gonna glue just the corners a little bit. Okay, and then I think I'm going to have to fold these a little bit differently because they're just not fitting. Oh, look. Okay. This should be a little bit better. Perfect. And then I can clip those on now if I want to. Somewhere in the front though. I think here. So let me grab a paper clip. There we go. And then back here, I think I'm gonna just tuck this one in because that's my favorite picture. I actually had posted this picture on Instagram and I asked everyone to caption this picture because, I mean, if you look at his face, he's kind of like, and they are, you know, they look kind of jubilant, I believe is the word. All right. So I've got two more little pictures for this signature, and this, I think it's just gonna, I'm gonna have to just fold this and tuck it in somewhere for now because I don't really know where to put this piece, or I mean, it's gonna be one of those kinds of things that's gonna fall apart eventually, but it still can kind of be red for now. So we'll put that in the center. And then, oh yeah, that's much better now that the ephemera has been dispersed throughout. We have this little fellow here, so we can pick a place to glue him down. Oops. He's almost cut out. Whoever cut him out, they really fussy cut him good. Really good. Took some patience for that. And then here we have, I'm guessing, Arlene with her dog. So, let's see where we can put this one. I think we will glue her here. And again, she just did the glue around the perimeter. That is what we will do. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so that is one signature. Well, I wonder if will it fit here? It will. Okay then. So that's where that's gonna go. I don't know though. It's very brittle. All right, so there's perfect. Sweet, so that's one signature down. So let's move on to the next. Oh, I wonder how hard it's gonna be to sew in these big mamma jamma signatures. Whew. Can't wait to get to that part. Okay. What we have in here, more ephemera, and let us disperse. let us disperse. All right, let's see. There's a perfect little square here. And I think that looks so good right there. (1955), week of June 20th, 1955. I'm gonna just try and glue the corners on this one only, just because I don't want this ephemera to be permanently like damaged completely if it ever has to come out of here. And then also like that cool writing on the back would be gone if I put glue everywhere. That'll do. And then in here, these fit. Nope. Will this fit? Yep. See, this is something that I feel like I'd rather tape because it's got something on the front and on the back. So that's what I'll do, even though I love this old aged tape here. So I'm just going to take a little piece of washi and I'm going to try and place it right next to that tape, so that way the old aged tape doesn't get covered up, and you still have writing space behind there if you want. Let's glue it just like that. So we'll put this here. It's a little sweetheart serenade piece. Okay. And then what I will do is the tape from the pencil is already still there, and there's a little bit of that scrapbook paper there, so that's going to create a better bond between the glue and the paper. So we'll just pick a spot for this, and voila. So hopefully that'll stay there. Next, I think this looks good. And we'll tape it. I'm just kind of mimicking how, even though I'm using washi tape, she used lots of like little pieces here and there. So just kind of copy that vibe. And there we go. Let's see, we'll glue this one down with the glue stick. I wonder how long it originally took her to get her scrapbook all together. Like, I wonder if she saved everything and then did it, or put everything in there as she went. Another little flyer for the kickoff dance. Put this here because it's music, so music and dance. So this is a little schedule. We can pop it here. still be opened. And then we'll put this here as well. And then the kickoff dance, I'm going to tape this one down here at the bottom. I always think it's funny because on these little dance ticket things that they had, it always says, well, up to a certain year, I'm sure, but it was $1 per couple. So only $1 for you and your date to go to the dance. There we go. I always wonder who this one is. Is it her grandma? Is it her mom? And then this was an old table card, I believe. Yeah, so it would stand like this. I think we should tape this one down. Good way to use up some of that washi. Tape it, tape it. So again, we're kind of repeating the things that she did. She taped in here, she glued in here. So that's what we're doing too. I think I'm going to tape this just because I like it a lot, and I, you know, don't want it to get ruined if it has to be removed out of here. So I'm just going to tape it down here. Like so. So you can't really open it. I mean, you can, but you don't really need to. So there's the center. We do have quite a few things here. See, this is something that she had glued down. This is in 1953 Aunt Cookie's shower, November 6th. This was her table setting, and it still has like the little rice, I guess, maybe, that she put in here. So I'll glue this one down. Actually, I'm going to put this one up here. And then we'll do the picture down at the bottom here. I think, yeah, like I was saying earlier, that was the thing that was tripping me up a little bit, because I'm used to making like my own ephemera and putting it in a book, and it was feeling weird because I didn't really need to make ephemera because I'm, you know, it's here already. It's already, it exists already. So that was kind of a tricky little moment there. So let's see, we have the Evening Star Waltz here. And this was her dance invitation to the Oddball, which obviously is probably my favorite piece. And I would like to put that on this page. I like this. So this we will put here. I'm only going to do the corners again on this one. And then this one, I feel like I should make a copy of this before I put it in the book, because this one was glued in. Come as you are for 99 cents. Yeah, I'm going to just tuck this one over the top for now, and then I'll come back and add it after I make a copy of it. This is perfect for this page because it's on a floral book page. So that is where this is going to live. Let's do it here. Cool thing is, if you wanted to, you still could flip these up and do writing on the inside. It's like 2 for 1. You get cool ephemera, and then you also get writing space. So this one was glued in, so put this one right down here because it fits the theme, or the colors I should say. And no, can do, trying to see if I have anything small that can go here, and I might not. This one could go here, or yeah, that's better. There we go. This signature seems like it has lots of like little bits of ephemera, where the other one had like bigger bits and pieces. So look at how cool that is. Let me see. Or we can just do it like that. So yeah, why don't we do that? We will make this its own pocket. Because I'm seeing that I need more space for stuff for this signature. So I want to make sure I have room here to tuck some things in, and I still can paper clip some things onto the signature as well. So let's see, I definitely want to preserve that telegram, which could paper clip on here like this. That would be cute. Let me see. Ay, 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 decisions. Oh, I have a pocket here too. So what do we have in here? Another invitation, I think, yeah. Some of this, it looks so plain, and I feel like it needs something to help it out a little bit. Like paper clip a few things together. Like this would be neat, I think. North Hollywood High School Certificate of Honorable Membership. I don't think this is going to fit, and I don't know if I fold it. Yeah, if I fold it, it looks like it'll be okay. So I'll fold it lightly. And then, let's see, I can probably unfold some of these to make them fit. Yeah, that works. Okay. Took a little bit, but also I want something here to help it balance a little bit better. And give it a little bit of color. So how about, I think I'm just gonna tape that one there, just because I don't really know that I would want it there forever ever. Oh, what's this? Oh, there we go, that's better. I'm gonna do it underneath. Like so. Okay. That looks nice. And then I have a pocket here still that we can add some things to. So I have this piece here. And there's a piece here. And then we will leave this little telegram here as well. Like that. And then I think we will we'll have to do the final signature another time, because I think we're running out of time here for today. Like a scorecard, something, someplace. There we go. And then we only have these two. Oh, well, I actually have this, but we might have to save this for the end, because it's really, really big. Like, it's bigger than the page, so we'll save this for the end. And we have this hat piece here, which I think for now we'll tuck in the center until I can get one of those metal clips, or it looks cool there too. And then let's put this in here. And we'll put this one right here. Perfect. Okay, so 2 signatures with all of the ephemera placed inside of it. So I only have one more, which I will probably just go ahead and do this one off camera. And then when we come back, I will start, woo, look at that. Yeah, that's actually about how big her scrapbook was. I will start working on the cover for this, I think, is what will happen next, because mostly everything will be in here. So, and then, you know, there's still blank pages to add writing space or other ephemera or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to do this last one off camera. We did these two together here today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, a little bit longer video to make up for the fact that we didn't get to do the last video together. So I hope you all enjoyed this little process here, and I will be back soon and we will continue working on this, and it's all starting to come together. I really am enjoying this process and happy that it's all going to have a place, you know, to be collectively. So if you all enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. All right, gang, so that is going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned, because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.